ファイト。
Это новый сад. Удивитель. 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 Udivinin. 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 I'm proud and delighted to introduce you today to
Good evening. Good evening. We're back once again. Some more Football Manager 20. How are you doing today? how are you doing today? I think the mic is fine. I will turn the music down just a little bit. But yeah, how's everyone doing? If you can hear me, say hi in the chat. Yeah. It'd be nice to have a bit of a conversation going on today. Yeah, late night. Just trying to get an idea of how timings are working and what's good, what's probably not so good. Yeah. Friday night FM. Maybe 4 minutes. I will need to go at some point for maybe about 2-3 minutes. But then I will be back. I don't know how long the stream will last. Maybe an hour. Maybe an hour and a bit. Depends on when I get tired. So hopefully the stream goes well today. Just gonna check one more thing and I will be back. Right, I'm back. Let's get right to it. Right back where we left off yesterday. If you weren't on the stream yesterday, yesterday or the day before, we started up our Borussia Mönchengladbach save, which we'll be doing exclusively on stream. If I make any videos out of this or whatever, we'll see. I mean, on the YouTube, we are mainly a channel for just dedicated to just stats, numbers, the numbers game. Just trying to make sense of some of the football, what goes on. One video that I am planning on releasing soon is an explanation on XG. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, then, head on over to the YouTube, subscribe, watch a few of the videos, give them some likes. Trying to get to 1K by the end of this year. A massive ask, basically doubling my sub count. But I believe it could be possible. So any help would be appreciated. But in any case, if Football Manager doesn't want to keep lagging, we shall keep going. If you're here, leave something in the chat. Let me know you're here. Would be nice to get a sort of conversation going. It is quite awkward sometimes just sitting here streaming randomly, especially when you think you're alone. That's not me saying, talk if you have to, talk. That's not me doing that. What I'm saying is sometimes it is a bit awkward just sort of sitting here and just, talking to myself. But I still do enjoy it. And it's something I want to do more often. I don't know how big or how grandiose these streams would be. I don't even have proper scenes set up. I have one thing that says starting soon. Football Manager in the background. So, I try. I try my best. But, it's just nice. It's nice to get away from the stresses of the world and just sit down with you guys and play some Football Manager. So, it's nice. In any case, I think this is staff. Yeah, some new staff members. As you do, so. Don't know why Football Manager's being so slow, but. Yeah, we've got Ludogorets today, our first game. We set up a tactic. Well, we're using the tactic that I've always been using, but we got it all up. We subbed our players in the formation. We should have our players back from international now. So we should hopefully get a good result here. Now I have tested this tactic to an extent with Napoli. And in my first season I finished second behind Juve. But then got sacked in the second season. So I'm not 100% sure whether this is a good tactic or not, but the tactic itself has actually come from Football Manager 19 Mobile. I played that a lot last year. That was sort of what got me into the game. Ironically, I was also playing as Borussia Mönchengladbach then. That's actually what got me into this team. I can't really explain how this team came to be the team that I did a save on, but I did probably about an 8-year save. Now, one thing about me is usually my saves last about 8 months. I get bored very, very quickly. I just sort of change from here to there, but Hopefully that is one benefit of the stream, is that every time I stream, glad to be back. Glad to be back on stream, glad to be back on Gladback. So hopefully we will stick with it. But yeah, Football Manager 19, sort of the gateway drug into the Bundesliga, really. I've actually chosen my Bundesliga. I have my Bundesliga fantasy up. Maybe I can link that in the description or somewhere if anyone really cares about that. But it's called Eternal Summer. I know it's a bit cheesy, but that's what everyone does on their fantasy teams anyway. So I just went for Eternal Summer. I've got in terms of Gladback players, I have Sommer and Ginter. I can't remember if I have Neuhaus. I might do, I might not. I'm not 100% sure. But my front three are Thomas Müller, Lewandowski, and Erling Haaland. Whether putting Haaland, Ginter, and Sommer in the same lineup is something that's yet to be tested, given that the two are playing together. They're playing against each other tomorrow, but I think that was more of a future choice than anything else. I really should have picked Serge Gnabry now. I am kicking myself, and that is probably a transfer I am going to make. Duan, hello. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Nice to see you here. This is online. Oh, as in online? Do you mean online as in online save? Because if so, then no. This is an offline save that I'm doing. We started this yesterday, and yeah. So we are just about to jump into our first match now. Online saves are something that I've always sort of thought about doing, but never actually gotten to do. Not a lot of my friends do play Football Manager. Admittedly, it's quite a niche game. But I do have one or two who have picked it up recently, so that is something that may come about eventually, but is not about now. That would be a good idea at some point, is to get me and a few friends in an online stream. Of course, my friends don't do YouTube or stream or anything like that, so really all you'd be hearing are 3 random voices on a potential Discord call, but it is still something. But yeah, I think if anything, an online stream would be on Football Manager Touch, given that one of the few people I know that does play Football Manager is on Touch and not on actual Football Manager. So yeah, Football Manager is a great game. It's something that I again discovered last year. No, I say that, but I did play Football Manager. I want to say 17 was my first game. I've always played the mobile versions. This year and last year, Bessir. Can't say I have heard of Bessir. I'm assuming he's a player, but I've not. Yeah, I've always played mobile. I mean, I can't say I've been a full Football Manager player up until this year, but you know, every year I get the game. I don't know. Try and get a Man United save going. Fail miserably. Hidden gem, that's it. I will try and search him up. Do you know what league he plays in? Because I have a lot of leagues loaded up, but I don't have all of them here. So hopefully he is here, but do you know what league he is? And hopefully I'm pronouncing Besir right. Is it Besir or Bekir? Because I don't want to spend the whole stream saying his name wrong. So. You know, there's of course all of the normal wonder kids. You know, your Thiago Almadas, your Macias. You know, Macias is a player that actually may get on this save as well. I don't want to call it a test run, but I have done a Gladbach save recently, and with not a lot of money, I managed to get Thiago Almada and Matthias Zarracho. Probably in about 10 million, with about 10 million. So go for again. But I will take a look at Besir or Bekir. Because you know what, this match is taking a very long time to get sorted. Whether that's an issue with how I'm streaming or no. Right. Just get me to the match, yeah. Okay, it's finally loaded up. That's good. 4-2-1-3 defensive. I probably could have played an attacking formation today, admittedly. That may have been the best move. But you know, all this is about is just training, getting tactical familiarity up, getting the team cohesion up, get the players up to where I need them to be. So 8 Ludogorets players. Just gonna hand over to Assistant Wealth. See, now I'm a 2D player normally, so 2D will be staying on for this stream. Hoffman to Liner. Liner still has it. Thuram! We're already off to a good start. As per usual. Right, now what we need is a good press. A bit of a delay. Bit of a... offside. So now the best thing about playing 5 at the back is the fact that, you know, when we are defending, we really are defending. But, you know, need to be careful on the wings. And on the break like this, although, yeah, that was a tackle, but really, that should have been cut out. Maybe a Mark tried to tackle harder. I'm not sure. Just looking back at the replay on the repeats on the stream, things are looking a little bit buggy. Perhaps that's due to Restream, because I am using Restream today for the first time. Gegenpress. I'm not using Gegenpress right now. I don't. Part of me doesn't really like using the Gegenpress. Oh, that's another goal there by Decore. How tall is he? I will check that off. And they've scored straight away. Another height issue, of course. But I don't like using the Gegenpress much, admittedly. Mainly because everyone talks about the, oh no, they've just come back now, haven't they? They've had more shots and everything like that. It's not good. This is not going the way I thought it was going to go. At all. defensively just not good at all. But anyway, I was always saying about the Gegenpress. I don't like using it because it's broken. It's just I like to create other tactics. Yes, I have Gegenpress tactics. This is like downloading a nap tactic. Yes, I do it. It's fun to use because you're winning all the time. But sometimes I just like to experiment with shapes and stuff like that and just see what I can actually do with the game. Now, I will be back in a bit, but I do need to go for about 2 minutes, so I will be back in a bit. I'll leave you with the music, but I'll be back in a bit. And I'm back. Whew. So I kept you guys waiting for so long. Just needed to go and get something really quick. But yeah, back to what I was saying about the Gegenpress. There's just something about it and how broken. You know what? But I'm back, by the way. I'm not sure whether that registered. My microphone seemed like it was off. I don't know if it was on or not. But you know what? In terms of the Gegenpress, you know, we'll try this. 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress. In this half, completely unprovoked. Just go straight in. Just see how much damage it does. Just completely on its own. No. I mean, Hoffman isn't too great there. Just the standard 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress. Not touching anything. Bring on down Betty. Maybe Zakaria. But Hoffman, yeah. Literally do that. Bolo. Who else is tired? Fabian Johnson's quite tired. Bennett can play there to an extent, so we'll try him out there. Player can play there. Take him off for Raphael. Just giving players a bit of rest. And to buy Strobel doesn't really do either, so we'll leave him there. But just basic 4-2-3-1 white Gegenpress, not touching anything. Let's just see if it does its magic. Almost just to. This window will be big because of my suggestion. I hope so. I hope I can get it from cheap. I've already got in one player, and I've got a few more that are sort of on my watch list. But, yeah. I'll see if I can get him in. If I can find him, of course. Ah, well, there you go. We scored now. So, hopefully we keep this up. Just to say that the 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress is as broken as everyone says it is. Bowler's already got a knock. We've taken off Hoffman already. Players tired. I mean, that is always the issue with playing a Gegenpress. This is pre-season, by the way. Yeah, this is literally the first game of pre-season, right at the beginning. We started the save yesterday, but only really managed to click a few buttons, and that was it. Stream was only 20 minutes long, so didn't get a lot done, admittedly. But yeah. All right, let's see how Twitch is doing. Nothing going on there at all. So I guess YouTube is the place to be right now. Alright, there you go. 3-1 win with the 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress. I mean, it ended up being 1-0 in that second half. I'm not that happy with the way the formation works. But then again, that formation usually works better for me in scenarios where we're the underdog. So if I'm playing a team like Bayern, that is something that I could use. In terms of my budget, I have 7 mil. Not a lot, I mean, it would require me selling players, and I could sell a midfielder, for example, again, Strobel. I don't really need him. He's not a player that I really need. But you know what? Whilst I'm here, let me see if this series here. There are a lot of players, but I'm not seeing a Basir. If you could give me a full name or something, that would be good, because I'm not really seeing anything of just Basir or Magic. Oh, Zurich. I see him. 800k 70. You know what? You might be onto something here. You may be onto something here. I am going to scout him first, just to see. And we have put in a bid for Nicolo Armini already. So if we were to buy him, then well, I mean, if we were to buy him, then we'd be 100% stocked up on defenders for the next few years, actually. So yeah, I'll give him a look. You know. Just I would wait for to see what the scouts say on him. But yeah, that is a very, very good suggestion. So thank you for that. I've not heard of the guy before, actually. Funnily enough. I know there's a guy from St. Gallen. I've completely forgotten his name now. He's pretty good as well. You got Christopher Aja as well, or Christopher Ayo. He's pretty good as well, but I just don't have the budget for him. Like, we should by now have a scout report on him. He's got no transfer interest at all. He's got no transfer interest at all. I will put in an offer for him, but if I do get him, it will probably be I buy him and send him back out on loan. I hate percentage of profit. Let's see what they say. 8 million. I don't think I have the money for this right now. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cancel the. I'm not gonna go through with the offer now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sell Strobel. I'm going to sell Strobel because if we're going for something Gegenpressy anyway, I am actually going to need to fill up squad depth. One sort of formation that I think would work very well with this team is something that I have already worked on before, which is a sort of variation of this. Now I call it the Crystal. I call it the Crystal, and it looks like this. Now, this is giving me much joy in the past, but as you said, of course, with what players do I need? In order to do this, I will need a cam. And I definitely will need another left wing back. 100% would need a left wing back. And I'm also looking for a right back anyway. Although, if I'm right, we have just bought one. And he is coming on the... Yeah, Kevin McAllister is already coming. So the right wing back is already sorted out. Hopefully Armini joins us as well. But actually, we do need someone on the left. And possibly 2 cams. Or at least another centre mid, I'm going to say. Another centre mid, another defensive midfielder, possibly another cam, just purely for squad depth. maybe even a starter. But with 7.06 million, we're not going to get a lot. See, now this is the point where I tell myself that if I had actually gone ahead and read Moneyball, like I've always been telling myself I would have, this is the point where I'd have maybe some spreadsheets open or something like that, or methods that I'm gonna do, and get myself in there. But right now I'm just stuck with my knowledge. But yeah, in terms of this formation, how it would work. We got Liner there, Johnson. Decore can't play there, so he'd be benched. I guess this is the only situation where you use Zakaria. And it would work sort of like this. Now I cannot remember how it was that I did this, but I'm pretty sure it did involve a lot of running up and down the wings from fullbacks. So one formation in particular I have become a massive fan of is fullback on attack. So that is something good. Now, yeah, as you can see with positions, we're definitely going to need another cap. Now, Neuhaus, who comes back in July, so next month, he would be the sort of person that I put in there, but right. Again, Zakaria, but I do like to play with a Mezzala here. I think I'm starting to remember this again. Andre Anderson, I will give him a look as well. You are quite knowledgeable on this game, aren't you? You're naming players that I've just not heard of before. Andre Anderson from Lazio. Who Anderson? I just want to give this a look. No, okay, pointless. Andre Anderson. Jensen, 19. Okay, he does look very, very good. He does look amazing. I think he's already wanted by a lot of teams. So this is going to be tough. 2.5 million accepted. Wow. That was easy. That was very easy. More interested in PSG. I'd expect that, wouldn't he? Yeah, okay, that does make sense. I don't like giving big pay rises. There you go. Let's negotiate. Oh, no, well. Now, I don't want to give him a minimum free release clause. This is not going to go well, and I can feel it. Ah, there you go. Now, I'm actually going to raise that a bit. 216. And bump that up. Now, this is mainly something that I have seen in Moneyball, is that sometimes the comparability of the squads is based off of their wages. So in order to get him here, I'm going to actually increase the wages a bit. Italian and Brazilian, so like Jorginho and Martinelli, I think. Yep, Brazilian. Because if I'm right, Jorginho, whilst he does play for Italy, again, other national allegiance is there. But also, Martinelli, I think, is the same. Matteo Martinelli. Now, are they? Oh, I was gonna say, are they related? I don't think it really matters now, but Gabriel Martinelli, I think, is also in the same position where he's Brazilian but also Italian. Yeah. Yeah, that is a good spot. Now, of course, there's also. But as far as I know, he doesn't ever want to move this early. He's usually someone that you sign in January. So I'm actually gonna go all in here and try and get some performance, get some installments going. That's now 2.8, 20 goals, 500k. You know what? The thing with Alessio Riccardi is that he, unless you can, which I'm not sure if you can. There you go. I'm not sure if you can approach to sign him. If not, Roma will not sell him. Yeah, as far as I know, I don't think Roma want to sell him for much. 15.25 million. I know he does become very good, but again, it's an issue of the squad. Now, Lars Stindl, he's 30. Probably could get a bit of money for him. We do have 3 strikers. The only issue with him is that he's broken his leg. So when it comes to medicals, he's failed already. He's already failed, so we can't get rid of him. See, this is the thing. Not these players aren't worth. So it's fairly hard. Jonas Hoffman, how old is he? He's 26. He's useful. Jonas Hoffman is a bit too useful to get rid of right now. And Patrick Herman is sort of a... I don't know how to describe it, but back when I was playing Football Manager 19 with Borussia Mönchengladbach to start with, I actually got Patrick Herman to win the Ballon d'Or in the first year. From that moment onwards, Patrick Herman to me is a club legend, and I'm not letting go of him. In terms of other players, Tony Jansk, I can get rid of him. The only thing is, surely that contradicts me buying other players, but I will transfer list him. I will transfer list him. Max Grun and Tobias Sibyl are not likely to play. Jan, I've forgotten his surname, and I can never pronounce it right, but Jan, he will probably be my backup goalie. Ibrahima Traore, that's another player that I can get rid of. I think in terms of dead weight, Mamadou Doucouré, I'm going to keep him, again, for squad depth, and it doesn't make sense to get rid of that many. But Gladbach don't have the most depth. So this is one thing that I am going to have to sort out, is getting the depth sorted out. And Thiago Almada wants to move. I cannot believe it. Thiago Almada actually wants to move. Star player. I can't make him a star player right now. I can't promise that. I can't promise that. Can't promise that either. What I'm actually gonna do is provide him with a pathway. Because yeah, he'll be a regular starter. In a few years, yeah, 100% star player. And that's not worked. And now I'm gonna have to start making promises I'm not sure if I could keep. I am still gonna get rid of that. Do not get him. Do not get Thiago Almada. I mean, the guy ends up becoming a beast. I feel like getting Thiago Almada is something of a mild necessity. I mean, surely. Surely someone like Thiago Almada, you have to go all in for. And there you go, 20k. If you could give me a good enough reason to not sign him, if you can give me a good enough reason to not sign Thiago Almada, I won't sign him. But I feel like someone like him, with the stats he has at his age, you know, I feel like it's too good of an offer to turn down. I will also look at the players that you just... Daniel Maldini is a good one, actually. Maldini is a very good one that I do know of. You can't approach to sign him, but he is a player that I do like a lot. He will fit into one of my tactics as well. I can't say he fits into both for 8 minutes. See, the issue is I do need to get rid of players first. I got Tony Jansk. I can pay those wages, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to reject and try and negotiate this one out. 3.7. I want to see if I can offer him out for 5 million. Because the player himself is not very good. So he's worth 3.7 million. He's 29. You know. Just going to speak with him. No. I don't like players getting like this. There you go. If he's not happy, it doesn't matter. Yes, everyone signs Almada because, but Almada is a good player. And I mean, once I get to a point, he may even be sold eventually. But in terms of right now, in terms of this season right now, it makes the most sense to just go for a player like Thiago Almada. I mean, again, just that too good to turn down thing. Oh, and then here we go now for Diogo Jota to Liverpool. Diogo Jota. Interesting how Liverpool thought that they didn't have the money to buy players, but have now bought 2. It's crazy. It's probably something to do with wages. Not 100% sure, but yeah, Thiago Almada slander is not allowed on this stream. Arguably the best player in the game of all time, even. Well, I wouldn't go that far. You know, I do understand what you mean about everyone buying him. I mean, that's like me going, you know what, I'm buying Thiago Almada, Erling Haaland, and Sandro Tonali. Um, Almada, I'm signing him. I don't really bring players in on loan unless I really have to, and I've run out of money. I'm not too keen on loans. It just sort of feels like, yeah, I'm buying these players. I'm bringing these players in, paying their wages, and they're not even mine. So I'm in on a fee release, on a optional release. It's quite good. Just so you know what, if I want him at any point, he is mine. But, you know. Right, I've got no offer for Tony Jansk now. So obviously 5 million was a bit too high. So now I'm gonna go 4. Just to see. Just gonna auto select. What club do I support? I am an unbiased channel here. I don't discriminate. I won't bash Chelsea supporters. I won't bash Arsenal supporters. I won't even bash Spurs supporters. And they're the most bashable fans ever. Everton fans, United fans, City fans, I don't really care. I personally, if you want my professional answer, my unbiased answer, my, the numbers game answer, I support Gladbach. I mean, it's the team I sort of follow the most now. But if you want English team, my childhood team, the team that I've supported since primary school days, then it is Manchester United. I think I started watching football I think the season before United won the Champions League. So I was aware of United winning the Champions League, and it was a great feeling. But before that, it was just sort of a thing that was on TV sometimes. Now, my parents support Arsenal and Tottenham, which is quite odd. But, yeah, I was never aware of, anything about support your local or anything like that. I personally don't agree with anything like that. I feel like wherever you live, if there's a team you like, you should be able to support them. I mean, hell, I literally follow a team in Germany. It's like coming up to me and telling me you're not allowed to support a German team. You don't live in Germany. But yeah, Man United are the team that I sort of, I have the flags up on the wall. Man United. I have the football kits of Man United. I follow Man United. You'll catch me on United stand streams now. Anytime United are playing, you'll catch me on the United stand, and even outside of United, you'll catch me on Hugh Weasley's channel sometimes now. True Geordie, Arsenal Fan TV I tend to stay off, mainly because it is just a lot of shouting. But, regardless of me supporting United or me supporting Gladbach, I kind of support football generally now. Chelsea. See, now, Chelsea, I think, right now, it must be amazing to be a Chelsea fan. Being so prolific in the market. Who have Chelsea signed now? Havertz, Werner, Ziyech, Thiago Silva, Mendy's on the way, Chilwell. You're buying a lot of players here for a lot of money. And the funniest thing about that is you're not even breaching FFP because of the sale of Eden Hazard and Thibaut Courtois. I just find that amazing. The transfer ban has somehow helped Chelsea more than anything else. And I think actually it is testament to Chelsea that they did manage to finish fourth in a season where they weren't able to buy any players. And are now able to go into the market and buy as many as they want, really. But what I will say is, with Chelsea, is if Chelsea do not seriously contend for the Premier League this season, as in seriously contend, then there's going to be an issue. And I think Lampard loses his job there. And at that point, Chelsea, he should be closing the gap. Now, I personally think Liverpool aren't going to have a good season. Because, one video that I actually scrapped recently was basically the Premier League table from last year based off of expected points, expected goals, and expected assists. Which is really interesting. But the main takeaway from that was the fact that Liverpool overperformed on points by 22. I think even more than that. But Liverpool were actually expected to finish second by about 7 points. 7 or 8 points. City were expected to win the league, of course. Chelsea were expected to finish third, about 1 point. I think actually Chelsea were meant to finish level on points with Liverpool, with goal difference separating. But Liverpool completely overperformed. Most teams in the Premier League underperformed, and Liverpool ended up winning the league by a landslide. But I don't think that will happen this season, especially when you've got teams like City who will come back to win the league again. They always want to win one big thing. I think them not winning the Champions League last season would have heavily affected them. Yes, Pep may go in and try and win the Champions League again, but I feel like City, their main focus this season probably will be just getting the Premier League back. And then you've got teams like Chelsea, who are also trying to maybe get their dark horse, admittedly, but get their claws in there and maybe try and get a shock Premier League win. And I think they have the caliber of player to do it. It's whether Lampard can bring them there. Teams like Man United, I think Man United are in a very hard position right now because their issue is squad depth and they're not buying. Donny van de Beek was a good signing, but I do think Donny van de Beek was more about squad depth than anything else. I don't really see Van de Beek taking the role of Matic. I mean, it did seem that's what they wanted to give to McTominay, but I think McTominay, if anything, is looking like he's going to convert to a centre-back rather than anything else. But United are in an odd position. I think they probably need a backup striker because we saw what happened when Martial went. The goals didn't come in. Ighalo is okay, but I don't think Ighalo is the player we need. We definitely need a right winger, 100%. Yes, we can play Greenwood there, and Greenwood is a good striker. Greenwood is a good right winger, but we also cannot expect Greenwood to have the responsibility that early on. So I think United definitely do need someone on the right, even for backup. And whether that comes in the form of Sancho or not, I don't know. I personally don't think that Sancho is as necessary as most United fans say he is. Not because he's good. I think he's good. I do think he is a one-in-a-lifetime sort of player in that if we don't buy him now, he'll probably not show up on United's doorstep again. It's now or never. It's up to the board, and the board don't want to pay. But there are other players that we could buy for cheaper that will fit the role, that will play well, that will put in a decent shift, and that ultimately will fill in that gap that Sancho will have filled anyway, without being Sancho. I don't think you need to have completely world-class players in every single position to have a world-class team. I mean, look at Liverpool. Liverpool have Jordan Henderson, Jordan Henderson in midfield. I don't think he's a fantastic player, but he fits the system. It works, and the team as a whole does really well. Can we come back to the FM? Yeah. I just got a bit carried away there. I mean, I could really talk about football for hours. I probably will talk about football for a very long time at some point. I think eventually one of these days I'll end up just have like a just chatting stream where we're just talking about football. But yeah, okay, I'll go back to the FM. Just get the money in for Jansk. And it does seem like we now do have to accept the offer that was presented to us, and there you go, 3.7 billion again for Tony Jansk. And I think at this point, I just accept it. Discord, I will put my Discord in the chat if I remember it. I'm gonna go. I think I need to look this one up first because I use Discord fairly regularly. I can't say I'm on it all the time, but you know, life is quite busy. But I am on there from time to time, so I say most days I am on there and I am quite active. I'm not active in a lot of servers, but I am on there. So, right, let me see if I can. So I'm just getting that all up now. Let me restart the music as well. Right. Oh, wait. There you go. I've now put my Discord in the link in the chat, YouTube chat. I'm on there. I can't say I have my own server yet, but I mean, if I were to create my server, who would be on it? Like 3 people. So I can't say me creating an actual Twitch, not Twitch, actual Discord wouldn't be very useful right now. Yeah, staff, my staff, I haven't touched that yet. The staff we will do at some point later on. I do like to get the bulk of my transfers done before I touch my staff. I mean, I'm not a Boon FM. I'm not gonna completely overhaul the staff and make them the best in everything in season 1. I mean, I could do, but I just like to fill up the slots. Scouts is one thing that I do take a lot of time on, and that would probably be the next stream, me doing that, because that does take me a very, very long time. Because I'm, you know, making loads of searches, getting literally 1 scout for every region in the world, sending them out, increasing the amount of scouts I need, increasing again. So scouts do take a very long time, but I do want to get the main transfers done as well. And obviously play some matches, because that's really all Football Manager is about. It's playing matches. And we've played 1 match in 2 streams, which I can understand is probably a bit boring. yeah, it's Starfall quite important. I do understand. But there was a player that you mentioned before. I don't think I looked at. Assuming Italian as well. Yeah, he's on loan. So it is going to be a lot harder to actually bring him in. I'm going to scout him before I do anything else. Mainly because, of course, he's 19, so I can't tell you how good he is going to be. But right, Mukiele. I mean, Pershers is a player that I 100% do want to buy at some point. Pershers is 100% a player I do want to buy at some point. I just don't have the money to buy it right now, which is very annoying. Put the link. I don't have a Discord server right now. I don't have a Discord server, if that's what you're asking for. Because again, if I had a server, no one would join. Once I do get, a few more active fans, get a few more people on the live streams or something like that, at that point I will consider opening a Discord. But for now, not every YouTuber, not every streamer needs a Discord. As I've put my account in there, so I'm about. But in terms of my own actual one, I think it's a little bit up. There we go. Oh. I mean, he hasn't signed, but Thiago Almada has. So in that case, I will go for the player that you mentioned before. I will do that. Unless I can remember who the St. Gallen player is. Because I remember he's good, I just cannot remember much more about him. Yeah, Thiago Almada being in means, I think we're good. He'll join us on the 1st of July. So he really did turn down a bunch of clubs, which is amazing. In terms of players I need, right now, I'm going to need another defender. 100%, that's probably what I need, is another defender, another CDM, a centre midfielder, a Mezzala, most likely is what I need, a Mezzala. Sturridge, that's who I'm thinking of. He becomes very good, as far as I know. But him, Donizetti, I've heard this before. I can't really remember. But yeah, midfield position is what I really need right now. I'm just trying to think on players that I do know. I think Mina is his name. He's someone that I can get for quite cheap. I do know him as well. Very cheap. 275k for second mid. One thing I do know about him is that he always wants a ton of money. You cannot trust a player like him that wants a lot, as much money as he does. Oh no, he's fine. I do remember trying to buy him somewhere, and he just wanted. He wanted like 30k, 30k a week for a player like him. Stupid. 2.3k, we could do that. That's fine. We have the money. We have the wages. It's okay. Well, I hope we have the wages. We do have the wages. That's hopefully another player. That's another player in. That I do know is good. So. Samuel Ricky. You're really coming up clutch today, aren't you? Oh no, I haven't got him in the save. What league is he in? Because, as I said, I don't have every single league loaded up. So he may not be in the league that I have right now. Italian league. What team does he play for? There you go. Tony Jans is gone. 3 million. Perfect. Basically recoup the money from Armada. That's football. That's football. That's business right there. Italian league. I'm not sure why I can't find him then. Maybe it's two hours? He plays for Empoli. He should be here. Empoli. You've mentioned a lot of Italian players. Do you play a lot of Serie A or are you Italian? Alright. What position does he play? Well, I'll be able to tell if he's here based off of one thing. Nice from it, man. If I can find a specific player that I'm looking for here, then I know that then there's peace in the world, and I know I'll be able to find him. If I don't, yep, he's here. Can't approach the time anymore because he's just signed a new contract, but your player should be here. Samuel Ricky. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't found him. Because he really should be there. Unless it might be the fact that he's in Serie B. It may be the fact that Serie B, I'm not sure whether I have all of the players from Serie B here. That may be the issue. Because when I set up my databases, the custom database that I have is sort of the top players. So I think it may have loaded players from the Serie A teams, but not the Serie B teams. That may be the issue. In which I think that is what I did. In which case, I doubt he is going to turn up, unfortunately. But when I'm next playing another save, I'll give him a look. I will give him a look. No. Just give this formation a try. The reason why I've always liked this formation is because of the overlapping fullbacks. It's very Liverpool-esque. I do like it. I think I tried this once at Bayer Leverkusen and did really, really well. Except again, it's a formation that I cannot remember very well. Not got anyone else back yet. But Fabian Johnson really doesn't fit this. I do need a left back. I think that is the position I do need the most. Is I need a left back. Basabaini is good, but apart from that, the backup is terrible. So Filippo Tololano. You genuinely know every single Italian player ever. It is incredible. Again, does he play for a team in Serie B? Because if he plays for a team in Serie B, I strongly doubt he's going to show up. Unfortunately. I doubt that players in Serie B will show up. Just based off of how I've done this. My laptop can't really handle that many leagues at once, so I have to be very conservative in the way that I do things. Which does mean that I do have to sacrifice things like lower leagues and stuff. There's no point playing Jansk when he's leaving, is there? And if I remember correctly, this is on support. That is on attack. I cannot remember if that made sense or not. That is how it is. Do have a complete forward on attack though in Thuram, which is good. Pass in space. I want to lower that a bit. I want to walk into the box. Run at the fence. Overlap right, overlap left. I don't need any of that, I just need counter pressing to target. Much higher, offside trap. Use title marking. And let's go attacking. FC Basel, Borussia Mönchengladbach. I think, is it? It can't be Xhaka. It might be Xhaka that went from Basel to Gladbach to Arsenal. Right. Match number 2. I'm not sure how long we've been live for. It is 11, which means it's almost... Is it really almost 2 hours? An hour 36. I have never streamed for this long before. It's been an experience, admittedly. I mean, what I have learned is that maybe I should focus a lot more on YouTube before branching out onto Twitch, just based off of the engagement. You know, if you could come in on this stream every time I stream, you know, be basically my assistant manager, I think that would be wonderful. If you want to, you can send me a friend request on Discord. If I do create a server or anything like that, you'll be the first one added. You know. Because you can say you've been here from day one. You know, OG. From the beginning, giving me Italian wonder kids. You know. I do hope that this formation works out for me. It's worked out for me before. Should work out for me again. And there you go. Already. Just as I expected. From the wing backs, cross in, goal. Simple as that. Just hoping that our defense doesn't let us down here. Liner. Yeah, that might be the issue. Is getting my players back. They do need to be very athletic, which Fabian Johnson isn't really. And there you go, they scored. Never been 100% sure how to stop that ball. It happens a lot. And here's a penalty. And there's another goal. I mean, what I can only hope for is we outscore teams. Yeah. We just make sure that our centre backs don't get too spaced out. Might tell them to hold their position or so. And that's an offside goal. Yeah, I think, and that doesn't help that they're moving inside. Marco Salah, I've heard of him. He should be here. I hope he's here. And there you go. Fabian Johnson's picked up a knock. You know what? I might sell him. I may just sell the guy because to me, he is completely useless. I'll bring up a youth team player, sell him off, decrease the average age. You know, and then you go, that's the exact same ball again. They're beating the offside trap. You know, I think this might be an offside trap issue. We also look like we're going to have a fitness issue as well, given this style of play. Fabian Johnson. Let's try Keenan Bennett's there. Alright, fine. Tony Jans, one last game for him. I'll give him the send-off he doesn't really deserve. Can he play cover? Yes, I think that's what I want. I think cover is what I want here. Admittedly, Strawball's not done much. I think he did move about, actually. I may try him as an anchor man for this half, just to see, just to experiment a bit. I mean, this generally is okay. I mean, really is get the ball out wide, just cross it in, and just have someone in the box. It's not tiki-taka football, but you know, that's just really how life is. We'll take us a career. We'll bring on Ebola later on once people are tired. Again, squad depth is just not my friend right now. Like, that nearly didn't work. Yeah, this is now a matter of concern, I think. One thing that may work here in the same way are inverted wingers, because these inverted wingers will, to an extent, prevent these players from getting so far wide and actually allow for a little bit more support. Even if anything, what I can do is move that centre back, move the Strawball into a back three with the same sort of effect as before. Move those up to wingers, but then again, you're essentially playing the same formation as you are before, just with a slightly more gegenpressy feel to it, which kind of destroys the purpose of me moving away from gegenpress with that formation by just having the formation slapping gegenpress on it. You know, I'm here to learn. I am here to learn. I mean, I provide the teaching for some of the stats, and I receive the teaching on Italian Wonder Kids in the streams. So there you go. It all works for me in the end. It was okay, but that's not going to suffice. It's not going to suffice in the long run. We have more players coming in. Right, I'm going to have a look at your new Wonder Kids. Move over, get those players in, and then I'm likely gonna end the stream there. Again, he's on loan, so I can't buy him now, but I will scan him again. Nice, well. You sure you spelled that one right? But yeah, it's getting fairly late now for me anyway. I mean, I know this isn't the player because this is Romanian, but there's a league. No, it's South America, where there are just incredible players for very, very cheap. So I'm actually going to go and look there and get myself, hopefully, an attacking Metsala. Hopefully a good South American, because South Americans, they really do it in this league. Not in this league, in this game. Generally. I mean, okay, yeah, James Maddison is definitely 100% interesting in playing for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Like, give me a break. It's just a bit poor, really. There you go. There. Yeah, it is getting very late. In England, anyway. There we go. Duroy Duarte. A roaming playmaker at his age. That's good. That is very good. If we just get signed here again. Leandrinho. Looks like he is able to play pretty much everywhere I'm needing to play. Daniel. Okay, he does look very, very good. Pantic. I don't know about that. Romanian Carlo Kazap. Also looks decent. Rodrigo Andrade. Again, decent looking player. Ibrahim Sangare, yep. He's a player that everyone knows is quite good. Josh Da Silva, yeah. Great name. Enis Bardi. Oh wow. Oh wow. Now that does scream. That does scream it's on attack to me. It really does. But again, just slightly too expensive. Now there are 2 players that I do know of that I just need to check on, and I know they play for Sparta Prague. So after this, just gonna go to the 1st of July, get my players, and after that. Right, where are these guys? It's not Cadillac. In the B team, maybe, or in the under 19s. Yes, Adam Hlozek is one, and the other may not be in this team. Should be. Is it Kabak? I cannot remember. No, it's not Kabak. It's not Kabak. Hlozek and someone else. I cannot remember. But I'll get that. I'll get that all done for. I'll get it all done for then. Right, so just gonna get myself over to July 1st. It's been a long stream, I will say that, for my standards anyway. I do not know how people stream from 7 till 11 or 12 till 4 or whatever. I have no idea how people are able to do that, but you know, my cap is about now, right now. So once we get to the end of the, thank you very much for watching the stream. Juan, if that's how I pronounce it. Absolute amazing person you are. You know, get in touch on Discord. If anyone's watching this after the stream and you've gotten this far, thank you very much for watching this far. It's been a long stream full of me waffling, awkward silences, and not a lot of Football Manager. But you know, we need to start somewhere. For watching this on Twitch as well, hello. There wasn't a lot of activity on Twitch compared to YouTube, but you know, someone will see this anyway, so hello to you if you do see this. All these players. Oh, right, we had even more. Andre Anderson. The next stream. Now, I don't want to go ahead and jump to any conclusions, but the next stream may well be Sunday. It could be tomorrow, it could be Sunday. I have exams. I've had exams this week. I'll have exams next week. So I'm not sure how much I'll be able to stream next week from next week, Monday onwards. But Saturday or Sunday, I think I should be able to get another stream in. Probably around the same time as well, if that works. I probably can do slightly earlier. But yeah, around 9:30ish. Either, well, if I do tomorrow, it would be probably in the afternoon. And Sunday would be in the evening. GMT. But it'll be Saturday or Sunday for the next stream. But yeah, it's been a fun stream. It's been good. Again, a lot of me just waffling and talking and trying to fill empty space because that's my job as a streamer, of course. Just trying to produce, 90 minutes or so of mild entertainment. Today's the 1st of July. McAllister, Armada, Andre Anderson, all joining us. Johan Mina hasn't joined us yet, but I have no idea what that means. I think he may be joining us later, but I don't know. Hopefully not. That would be fair. Mina will join in 2020. So next season, we've got Mina. And there you go. McAllister, Thiago Armada, Andre Anderson. Add them all to the training squad. There you go. Good signing. Right. Okay. Not the best signing, but a decent signing. And of course, as suggested, Andre Anderson. I think if anything, he also solves the Mazzala problem that I was actually looking for anyways. So, of course, Kevin McAllister to fill in that right back position as backup. So next stream, probably be looking for a left back and another centre back. So my friend Joanne could do a bit of research on some more Italian wonder kids for those two positions, and that would be absolutely fantastic. Phil Forrest. Right, we do have quite a few Australians actually, for some reason. But he'll probably be someone I do keep. But yeah, thank you so much everyone who was here at any point during the stream. I hope you guys have a nice night. Enjoy yourselves. I've been Manny. This is the Numbers Game. Or if you're on Twitch, I've been Manny. This is Stat Manny. I'll see you guys later.